Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another random match here on WWE 2K18. Now this one has been suggested by, I've lost my piece of paper, where is it? Where is it? This one's been suggested by Jay Powell, and he wanted to see a very TNA based retro match, if you look at it this way. Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle, and this is going to be a cracker. I can feel it in my bones. Triple threat match. We've had a lot of singles matches recently, so it's nice to pull out one that's a little bit different. I have made it extreme rules just because that's what the rules of a triple threat match are. They're no DQ, no disqualification, no count out. So I thought I'd copy that by making it extreme rules. Just gives the game a little bit more of an indication of weapons are okay. Because in normal triple threats, it's very, very rare that any of these guys would ever pick up a weapon. But making it extreme rules will potentially push them in that direction. So Joe making his way down to the ring straight away. Of course, Joe's done pretty well. He's currently the Adrenaline champion in our current universe mode. Not only that, but of course he's been defending that belt against AJ Styles. Successfully retained the belt against AJ Styles. And AJ gets another chance here to show what he can do. Will AJ get another chance in our Adrenaline Universe mode? It's yet to be seen. He's going to have to earn it if he does. And Kurt Angle, currently part of the Throwdown Universe mode, but we're not being as rigid with the rosters. Now that we're doing one at a time, I feel like, yeah, I don't want to be as rigid with them. I want to be more sort of... I want to make sure we make the best content possible, not necessarily trying to hold things off or anything like that. So I'm quite happy how this is going at the moment. You might see the odd person show up in multiple universe modes, but because they're not running at the same time now, I don't think it's an issue. And Kurt Angle in this match. Well, it's great having Kurt Angle on the game. I feel like next year's game is going to be amazing though, isn't it? Let's face it. If they can get the actual gameplay sorted, which is the main thing, the AI, that would be really, really good. But apart from that, it's just there's so much with the new roster. You think of the two new female factions on the main roster. You've got Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis as well on the main roster. Shelton Benjamin on the main roster. Anyone else? Am I missing someone? I feel like I'm missing someone. Well, getting the Hardy Boys from the beginning. The Dudley Boys being put into the Hall of Fame would probably indicate that they're going to be on the new game as well. And then you look at NXT, you've got Andrade Cien Almas, who no one's quite sure why he wasn't on this year's game. It was sort of assumed, well, a lot of people said that he requested not to be on the game. I don't know why. But he should be on next year's game alongside, hopefully, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates this time, and Trent Seven. You got a whole new host of female wrestlers down there as well, like Lacey Evans and who else is down there? Oh, Kairi Sane. The other lady. What's her name? Shayna Baszler. So there's quite a lot of female wrestlers on there as well. When you look at the tag teams, Heavy Machinery, Gus Hiddink, not Gus Hiddink, Ross. I can't remember these people's names at the moment. What's wrong with me? Riddick Moss, that's his name. And Tito Sabatelli. Yep. Street Profits. You've got Patrick Clark, who's in the Velveteen Dream. So there's a lot of people that are going to be new on this year's game, which is pretty cool actually. EC3 as well, you're looking at. Ricochet, potentially War Machine, if they debut in time. Candice LeRae is working house shows for NXT already. So there's going to be some really cool stuff on the go, I think. But this is going to be, I'm looking forward to this match, you know. Triple threat. Three of the top people in Retro TNA, really. This would have been one of the top matches around about the mid-2000s. And AJ Styles has some proving to do here. Like I said, losing to Joe in that championship match at All or Nothing a couple of weeks back. If he wants another opportunity at the championship, he's going to have to earn it. Joe now up on the middle rope, dropping a splash right to the back of AJ Styles as Kurt Angle re-enters the ring. And Joe now catching Angle into a Samoan drop. And Samoa Joe in firm control of this match, taking both Angle and AJ Styles to school, really. Styles now taking Joe down, but Joe slowly getting back up, but Styles has him captured. Styles? Angle, maybe. And Kurt Angle showing his strength there, launching Joe over the top of his head. Styles looking for a powerbomb, but Kurt Angle reversing it into that DDT. Angle out to the middle rope. Angle hits an absolute amazing moonsault. I think he's maybe a little bit past the old moonsault now, but he went for an overcastle. As Joe slides back in the ring, and Joe taking Angle up on his shoulders once again, but Angle fighting free, not going to drop in another Samoan drop. Reverses it into basically a Scorpion Death Drop, and that will be the fourth person. If you're looking to create like a proper TNA retro show, adding the likes of Sting into this main event would have been pretty cool as well, wouldn't it, really? As Dragon Sleeper there by Angle on Samoa Joe, but AJ Styles just taking a few seconds, hanging up on that rope. He knows that Joe's not going to kick out to that Dragon Sleeper, so he knows he's got a few seconds to sort of recuperate, and that's probably the best thing for him. Angle with the elbow on Joe. Now Angle gets from the back of Joe. There's the German, keeps the grip, rolls the hip. Oh, went for a second, but AJ Styles just drop kicks Joe straight out of Kurt Angle's grip. A big chop there by AJ Styles, and Angle drops out the corner. Styles taking Joe down now as well. Angle rolls to the outside of Styles. DDT on Joe. Styles bringing Joe back up to his feet once again. Looking for the Urigoroshi, hits it as well. The Death Valley Driver neckbreaker combination. Now Styles heading to the outside, maybe looking for a phenomenal forearm. Angle's down on the outside. Angle needs to get back up here and maybe save the match. He is back up on his feet, and he does re-enter the ring, because that could have been a chance there for AJ. But AJ rolling Angle through. If Angle had not got back in the ring there, then AJ might have got the free count, and AJ could potentially go for it again, but no, Angle refusing to stay down. AJ now taking Angle up on his shoulders and drops him into that. That was interesting. It's like a Death Valley Driver into a sidewalk slam. Interesting combination of moves. AJ Styles went for the forearm again for the middle rope, but this time Angle avoids it. Angle sending Styles off the rope into a belly-to-belly suplex. And a belly-to-belly for Joe as well. Angle is breaking it down now into the pin. The damage was done to Samoa Joe earlier on, of course, by that phenomenal forearm. Angle just needs to take advantage and maybe finish Joe off, but Joe fighting back still. Elbow in the gut. So once again, this match was suggested by Jay Powell. So thank you very much to you, Jay. If anyone does have any suggestions for random matches you'd like to see, then please do drop them down in the comment section down below. We get more added onto a piece of paper, put in the hat, and of course if yours gets pulled out, you will get a shout out in the process. Joe with a pin, then after that kick right to the side of the temple of Kurt Angle. I've told this story so many times, but that move, it always stuns me. That move that Joe just did an Angle right there was one that he did in TNA during the day and actually knocked Angle clean out with that kick. On Joe now, locking the Kikina clutch on AJ Styles. This is how he defeated Styles in that match at All or Nothing. Angle's down. Angle can't save it. And Styles taps out, and Samoa Joe is dominant. Really, really dominant. And Samoa Joe picks up another victory in our random match series. He is just seems to be unbeatable at the moment, does this guy. Even after that phenomenal forearm. And well, it was a good match. It was back and forth quite a lot, but I thought Joe was in trouble, to be honest. After being hit by that phenomenal forearm and that belly-to-belly suplex, I thought he was going to struggle, but there was that big kick to the side of the head, and that really took Angle out of the match, that did. That was the end of Angle. Boom. Angle did not get up after that one again. And there's to be said about Angle getting knocked out by that maneuver in the past. Joe, as you can see, went for the pin. It was only enough for a 2. But then was able to lock in the Coquina clutch on AJ Styles and get the tap out for the victory. So there we go. Good win once again for Samoa Joe. So yeah, like I said, match was suggested by Jay Powell. Thank you very much, Jay. Any of the random match suggestions, drop them down in the comments and they get added to the hat for potentially a shout out for you. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, then please do hit a like and of course subscribe, because you don't want to you don't want to miss your match if it pops up. So of course, if you subscribe, you'll get a nice little notification letting you know that there's a video available. It could just be your one. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.